think it's fair to say that by anyone's lights, this is one of the biggest financial frauds in American history.
Attorneys from the Southern District of New York today announcing charges against Sam Bankman-Fried, founder of cryptocurrency exchange FTX.
He used that money for his personal benefit, including to make personal investments and to cover expenses and debts of his hedge fund, Alameda Research.
Bankman-Fried, the crypto boy wonder, was arrested last night in the Bahamas, just hours after saying this in an interview with crypto podcast Unusual Whales.
Are you worried you might be detained if you stepped foot into the U.S.?
I don't believe I would be, but I haven't done a deep dive into that. At some point, that's something I have to think harder about.
Bankman-Fried was set to answer questions before Congress earlier today via Zoom. Instead, tonight, seen leaving his extradition hearing in Nassau. His lawyer telling ABC News Mr. Bankman-Fried is reviewing the charges with his legal team and considering all of his legal options.
You're talking about wire fraud, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering, campaign finance violations. They're really saying that all of the money that he was able to get for this business was used in different ways for different kinds of fraud.
While the new FTX CEO, John Ray, brought in to oversee bankruptcy proceedings, told Congress there were a number of red flags.
We had one person really controlling this, no independent board. That's highly unusual in a size company this is.
The Southern District and Congress aren't the only ones coming after FTX and Bankman-Fried. The Securities and Exchange Commission also charged him with defrauding investors, the chairman writing in a statement that Bankman-Fried built a house of cards on a foundation of deception.
He's facing the possibility of over 100 years behind bars. So this is really serious stuff. The more money you're accused of fraudulently obtaining, taking, the higher the potential sentence.
It's the latest low point in FTX and Bankman-Fried's catastrophic fall from both acclaim and billionaire status.
Like I was saying, it's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff. Never.
Earlier this year, FTX was running star-studded commercials during the Super Bowl.
With FTX, I have everything I need to buy, sell, and trade crypto safely.
Not bad. This is big.
Snagging the biggest celebrity endorsements.
It's the best way to get in the game.
Buying naming rights to the Miami Heat's 20,000-seat arena and reaching a valuation of $32 billion by making investing in cryptocurrencies seem as approachable as buying a cup of coffee. At the top, 30-year-old Sam Bankman-Fried, fronting magazine covers, headlining conferences, even testifying before the U.S. Congress in the name of crypto transparency.
One of the really innovative properties of cryptocurrency markets are 24/7 risk monitoring engines.
Sam Bankman-Fried was a kind of new breed of crypto entrepreneur. He drove a Toyota Corolla and he slept on a beanbag in the office. And he kind of had his wild and crazy hair. I think all those things together just made him a type of character that appealed to kind of a certain demographic.
In 2017, Bankman-Fried created Alameda Research, a crypto trading firm, reportedly using $1 million in savings and loans from friends and family. 2 years later, he created crypto exchange FTX. But in early November, it all came crashing down. Financial site CoinDesk published a report saying a huge amount of Alameda's balance sheet was made up of billions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency created by FTX, making both companies incredibly unstable. FTX customers raced to withdraw billions of dollars from the platform, billions that, it turned out, FTX didn't have, forcing the platform to temporarily halt withdrawals.
It just didn't dawn on me that it was possible. How did it happen so quickly?
Portland native Jake Thacker was shocked when he suddenly couldn't access his funds on the FTX site.
But I was in panic mode. I didn't know who to talk to about it either because no one really understood. So I was stuck with my own thoughts and people that I didn't know online and their comments. So it was kind of a spiral for about 48 hours there, just pure panic.
The SEC alleges that in the end, about $8 billion worth of money was sent from FTX customer accounts to this account controlled by Alameda.
On November 11th, FTX filed for bankruptcy, and Bankman-Fried stepped down as CEO, tweeting in part, "I'm really sorry that things ended up as they did. And as I said, I'm going to do everything I can to make it more right." Our George Stephanopoulos sat down with Bankman-Fried in the Bahamas for his first network interview shortly after he resigned as CEO.
So you do know, and you did know, that FTX deposits were being funneled to Alameda?
So I was vaguely aware that that was how some wires were being sent in the first place.
Didn't that set off alarm bells in your head?
So there are a lot of people who are involved in that process. And look, I really deeply wish that I had taken like a lot more responsibility for understanding what the details were of what was going on there. I knew that legal was involved. I knew that other groups at the company were involved, that, you know, there were agreements drafted up.
But you're ultimately responsible.
And ultimately, absolutely, like I should have been on top of this. And I feel really, really bad and regretful that I wasn't. And a lot of people got hurt. And that's on me.
Like Jake, who stands to lose over $120,000 worth of crypto that he has wrapped up in FTX.
I was planning to do things for the holidays with my family. I had planned to maybe take some vacation next year. I had to rethink all of my budgets around food and transportation and all that stuff. I'm lucky in that sense because I do have a good job, and other people were not in such a great spot. You know, they invested like life savings. And they may never see that back.
Now he hopes the punishment fits the alleged crime.
I hope that justice is served. Do I necessarily think that by throwing the book at this one individual, it's going to fix all of the problems that may precede this or exist currently? No. I don't know if that's the right answer either.
To anyone who was watching this or hears about this prosecution, if you believe that you have been a victim of these schemes, please let us know. And to anyone who participated in wrongdoing, I would strongly encourage you to come see us before we come see you.
As for Bankman-Fried, his future is uncertain. Today, his application for bail was denied. He's currently being held in the Bahamas, fighting extradition back to the United States.
Are you worried about going to jail?
There are a lot of things that are worrying me right now. And you know, as best as possible, I'm trying to focus on what I can do going forward to be helpful, and, you know, let whatever, you know, regulatory and legal processes are happening play out as they will.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.